Feliz ano novo para todos e a gente volta com atualizações do julgamento do Young Thug. Recentemente o cofundador da YSL, chamado Trontavious Stevens, a.k.a. Slug ou Tick, foi chamado para testemunhar que a YSL é uma gangue, pois essa foi uma das condições do acordo judicial que ele fez para ser solto da prisão e sair do caso Rico. Entretanto, o testemunho que ele deu foi inesperado e provavelmente não é o que a promotoria esperava nem queria. Stevens deu respostas vagas, sem deixar nada específico que incrimine alguém diretamente. Isso deixa claro que ou ele não queria caguetar ou talvez tenha sido intimidado pelos membros da YSL. E a outra notícia é que Blueface e o NL Choppa tem uma luta de boxe marcada depois do Blueface fazer uma diss, onde para além de mencionar Cardi B e Offset, ele também menciona NL e a mãe do filho dele, depois do bife que eles tiveram algumas semanas atrás. E as coisas escalaram tanto que os dois rappers de sete diferentes dos Crips têm uma luta marcada. Aí galera, eu sou o Denzel e como de costume trago notícias relacionadas com o gangsta rap, mas antes eu vou pedir para você deixar o teu like, eu prometo que o teu dedo não vai cair, por isso se inscreva no canal e se você curte os meus vídeos, ativa o sininho das notificações para meus vídeos serem mais recomendados. E sem mais delongas, o julgamento do grupo de rap YSL, que é acusado pelo estado da Geórgia de ser uma gangue de Atlanta que tem como líder o rapper Young Thug, retomou no início desse ano, depois de terem sido dispensados algumas semanas mais cedo do que o previsto no ano passado, depois que um membro da YSL foi esfaqueado na prisão. Bem, esse membro já se encontra recuperado e apareceu na recente audiência. E com o julgamento retomado, a principal novidade é que o cofundador da YSL, chamado Trontavious Stevens, conhecido como Slug ou Tick, foi chamado para testemunhar que a YSL é de fato uma gangue. E isso é parte do acordo judicial que ele fez para sair da prisão, que caso ele fosse chamado, ele seria obrigado a testemunhar o que ele falou no acordo, e que caso não faça isso, ele viola o acordo e vai ser mandado para a prisão. E talvez você esteja se perguntando se isso pode acontecer com o Ghana. Bem, no caso do Ghana, ele pode apelar à quinta emenda se ele for chamado para testemunhar, que basicamente é o direito de permanecer calado caso sinta que a questão da promotoria possa incriminar ele de alguma forma. Portanto, por mais que o Ghana seja chamado para depor, ele pode simplesmente se manter calado. Bem, Trontavious testemunhou que fez parte da Rock Crew, que a promotoria alega que é da gangue da qual a YSL originou, mas Trontavious deu madeira ao Ronaldinho e driblou a maior parte das questões que foi feito, em alguns momentos fingindo demência e dando respostas vagas sem incriminar ninguém especificamente nem nada. Por exemplo, a promotoria chegou a pedir para ele explicar a sua tatu escrita BFL, que a promotoria acredita que queira dizer Blood for Life, ou seja, Blood para sempre, como sua afiliação pela gangue dos Blood. E a forma como ele driblou essa questão merece um Oscar. Ele explicou que o B, que estava desenhado em um saco de dinheiro, quer dizer banco, se referindo a dinheiro, e que na verdade BFL quer dizer Bank First and Last, ou seja, dinheiro em primeiro e último. Basicamente coloque seu dinheiro em primeiro e último. Isso foi claramente um drible, e quando perguntado por que a letra F estava pintada de vermelho, que seria Blood, ele respondeu que ele colocou vermelho porque essa é a única cor que se destacaria na sua pele escura. Bem, tudo isso para evitar caguetar, mas mesmo assim os termos do seu acordo foram admitir que a YSL é uma gangue, então ele teve que fazer isso no seu testemunho para não acabar sendo mandado para a prisão por violar seu acordo. Mas mesmo assim ele não foi específico em relação a quase nada. E bem, deixando de papo, vejam alguns cortes do testemunho.
I know my brother's name said in Rock Crew.
Do you recognize are each of these images depicting you or part of your body?
Yes, it's a B with a money bag, it's a F, and it's a L for like with a picture of it.
Okay, so you said that a B is a money bag?
Yes.
Right. Is there a color around that?
Yes, it's a color around the F.
What color is it?
Red.
Right. And the B, that's the money bag. What is the F formed from?
I gotta explain the first part to get to the second part. You speaking on the second part. It's a F. It's like a skater brand, like a skateboard brand or something. Yeah, I got it on me.
Okay. And what is the L made of? Is that the L is made of?
Yes, it's abbreviated for BFL. So I got the money bag first, so it stands for bank first and last. Basically, put your money first and last.
And it does not stand for blood for life?
No. That's my money bag right there.
Okay.
I wanted to add some color to it, and red is the only color that my body will take because of my dark skin.
Have you ever called Cleveland Avenue Park? Cleveland Avenue Park.
No, I just said the part.
Did you ever get involved in any games?
Yes.
Tell the jury, if you would, the first game that you got involved in.
Was Rock Crew?
Were you the only member of Rock Crew, or were there other members of Rock Crew besides yourself?
Yes.
Yes, there were other members.
Yes.
Around what time in your life did you join Rock Crew?
14.
14 or 15?
Yeah.
And who was it, if anybody at all, that first introduced you to Rock Crew?
So, that person is deceased. Per family wishes, I mean, they was like, can I not speak on the deceased? His name is Boo.
Spell that for the court.
Boo, B-O-O. It's still for raised on Cleveland.
Did you all do some things that were not as Rock Crew?
So it was alleged that Rock Crew committed crimes in the neighborhood. Myself personally, I had a criminal record at the time. So yes, because I was Rock Crew and I had a criminal record, so yes.
Did you and other members of Rock Crew ever commit any crimes together?
No.
Are you aware of other members of Rock Crew committing crimes?
I'm aware that allegedly they was committing crimes. Everyone had a record at the time. So like some of us had a record at the time.
Members of Rock Crew.
Yes.
Okay. Tell the jury the names of some of your who were members of Rock Crew. Some of the people who were members of Rock Crew at the time that you were a member of Rock Crew.
Tell you some of the names. So, of course, my brothers.
And were they members of Rock Crew before you were a member of Rock Crew?
So we actually all at the same time. And my childhood friend Jason, he was a member.
Jason, what was that last name?
Scott.
Did other members of Rock Crew, to your knowledge, engage in selling?
Not to my knowledge.
Please tell the jury other members of Rock Crew who were members during the time that you were a member.
So you want me to name everyone like grew up with, basically?
I would like for you to name for the jury other people who were members of Rock Crew during the time that you were a member.
I mean, are you gonna like tell them to stop, or like is there a certain amount of people you need to name
Would
anything?
you please just name some of them?
Just some of them?
Just name some people. All the ones you remember who were members of Rock Crew.
Everyone?
Mr. Stevens, would you please name the members of Rock Crew who were members while you were a member?
I probably wouldn't be able to name everyone. Again, I probably won't be able to name everyone first and last name. So I got my next door neighbor, we grew up together. His name's Marvin.
I need you to just name the members of Rock Crew. Not friends, not people you grew up with necessarily, just if you would just give the names of the people who were members.
That's the thing. I'm trying to use my memory of like where people stayed at on my street to like help me, basically.
Let me start by asking you this. Do you remember the people who were members of Rock Crew while you were a member of Rock Crew?
I mean, that was 10, 11 years ago.
You're not answering my question.
I can try.
I'm asking you to remember the names of the people.
Not by heart, man.
You don't remember any of them?
Yes, I almost can remember. Like I said, I stayed in the same house for 30 years. So I can almost remember where everyone stayed at, and I'm trying to put the house with the name. So that's why I started with my neighbor. That's the direction I was heading in. There was another Jason. So I'm just like basically going up and down the street because all us raised on the street. That's our street name, so that's what made us Rock Crew. So, of course, Quentin, his little brothers. He had 2 younger brothers. Man, this like gonna be hard.
Are those the only people you remember?
They're like straight off top.
Did you ever talk with members of Rock Crew about things that you all did that were not exactly legal?
I don't recall. I don't understand the question. Can you say it again?
Did you ever talk with members of Rock Crew about the things that you did, you and other members of Rock Crew, that were not exactly legal?
Yes.
What types of things did you all talk about?
So shooting dice wasn't technically illegal. I had conversations about the dice game after they was over with.
Was shooting dice the only thing that was not legal that you all discussed that you all did?
Again, that I can recall.
That's the only thing you remember? You have to say yes or no.
Yes.
Do you recall whether members of Rock Crew stole ATM machines?
I'm familiar with the allegations, yes.
How are you familiar with the allegations?
It's like I was in a juvenile detention facility when those allegations were like being brought about, being talked about. So yes, I was familiar with it. They're saying that guys from the neighborhood are responsible for these.
I'm not asking you that. I asked you a very, very specific question. And did you ever discuss the ATM thefts with any members of Rock Crew?
I don't recall.
Did you ever discuss any members of Rock Crew's sales? As a member of Rock Crew, did you also claim affiliation with the National Blood Gang?
Yes. Same in the game. Hands-ons, handshakes.
And is that a way or a means for people to identify themselves as being in a particular gang?
Yes.
What were some of the hand signs that you observed in the juvenile detention?
At the time, because everything was new and we was like so young. I mean, I can explain it. I can show you. You gotta give me a hand. Your Honor, I'm in no way like toying with this. judicial system. I'm not trying to like play just for the record. But yeah, I need another hand.
Are you telling the jury right now that you're unable to show hand signs without someone else's hand?
So my initial response was a handshake. I said there's this handshake because we were so young. That's the only thing that we was doing. Hand movements, handshakes, colors, being around people who's doing the same handshakes, wearing the same colors and hand movements.
Did you claim any particular game besides rock?
I was rock crew. Just rock crew.
What blood gang did you claim affiliation? I'm asking which one? Particular blood gangs.
Yes.
Would you tell the jury what blood gangs you are aware of?
Tell the jury which blood gangs I'm aware of. Aware of SMU, it's a blood gang.
Would come to people who did things like falsely claim?
No, not personally. Say somebody.
That could come to a person who falsely claims money.
Yes.
Are you aware of any of the hand signs used to proclaim sex money murder?
Yes.
Are you able to perform or to demonstrate any of these hand signs without the use of somebody else's hand?
Yes.
Would you please one hand sign signifying sex money murder? What does that mean?
Blood.
Have you ever falsely claimed money murder?
Yes.
You have falsely claimed it?
Yes.
Where and how often?
Ever since I started saying it. Ever since I was in juvenile and I got a tattoo of a bee. Basically.
So now is Rock Crew affiliated with money murder?
I'm Rock Crew and I know about it. I'm a part of Rock Crew. I was a part of Rock Crew and I was a part of. So, yes.
Are other members of Rock Crew a part of?
My other members are part of Rock Crew. Yes.
Do you see any members of Rock Crew courtroom today?
No one in this courtroom was initially raised on Cleveland, so there's no way that they can be part of Rock Crew.
That there's no one in this courtroom who was ever a member of Rock Crew?
No one in this courtroom was raised on Cleveland with me to be able to be a part of a crew called Raised on Cleveland.
Was anyone in this courtroom, besides yourself, ever a member of Rock Crew?
No, because you have to be born and raised on Cleveland Avenue to be a part of Rock Crew.
Was anyone in this courtroom, besides yourself, ever affiliated with Rock Crew?
Yes, because they know me.
Who?
Some of them weren't even around when the Rock Crew era was going on. They kind of been like... No, because none of them be like a part of Rock Crew.
Okay, so you said none of them could be. So no one in here in this courtroom besides yourself, Mr. Testimony, has ever been affiliated with Rock Crew?
No. A part of Rock Crew? I don't understand.
What part don't you understand?
The question. The entirety of the question. Can going to neighborhood clubs be a form of affiliation? If that is the case, yes.
And so who are these people?
That went to the club with Rock Crew? Because that was my answer to my question.
Okay, so who are those people?
That I've been to a club with.
That you said went to the club with Rock Crew.
I almost been to a club with every one of them except the younger one.
Would you name the people here?
To my best ability.
Okay.
I don't know his name.
What do you call him?
Quay.
Okay, who else?
Jeffrey.
You know his last name?
Williams.
Okay.
Shannon. Stillwell.
Okay.
And I don't know his name. I don't know his last name, but I talk.
To clarify whether or not you have seen anyone in the courtroom do hand signs that you recognize to be sex money murder hand signs.
So they could have been doing a particular hand sign, and it could have been meaning something totally different from.
Have you seen any that you recognize as being like?
I don't recall. It's a red bandana.
All right. Where was this red bandana on your person?
Probably in one of my pockets.
Which one?
I don't recall. As the other one on the front, it was also merch. And it was like it went together because that was the lifestyle. So that's the theme of the song. It was just the theme, the color of the thing. I think the album cover at that time was like that color or something.
Was the red in any way indicative of the blood game?
Indicative. I'm sorry.
Was it meant to stand for?
Not from my understanding.
And are you familiar with a handle Thugger One?
Yes.
How are you familiar with that handle? Whose handle is that?
Jeffrey.
The same Jeffrey Williams in the courtroom today?
Yes. He is one of the family members of Young Slime.
And being that you were the defendant signing this, were you one of the founding members of Young Slime Life?
Yes.
And Young Slime Life, as you noted here, is gay.
Yes. Defendant committed aggravated alleged in Act 1 by brandishing a Uncle police officer that was surveilling a vehicle that was not there from the woman. Can I explain?
Sure. What is it that you want to explain first? Tell me that. Because I just asked you to read this verbatim. Your Honor.
Can I say something? Can I?
Just a second.
The statement is being made to police about Rock Crew and YSL as reflected in Section 3 and Section 4 are true and accurate.
And what about number 8?
Defendant has been accused of and arrested for.
Right, and number 9?
Defendant is the person referred to as kicking the song by Young Thug entitled Ooh, and the verse she.
Okay.
So, the S is for love, the L is for love, the I is for I, the M is for me, and the E for everything.
So, who were the other founding members?
Walter Murphy, and Jeffrey Williams. I was there when it began.
So, when did it begin?
No dates. No dates, no.
You know what he
Had a passion for music. He often listened to music, loved music. So he said, hey, we're gonna change the narrative and try to do something positive by create a music organization. Uncle B climbed up on the YSL. And again, up on the YSL, that wasn't my direction. I'm telling him, hey, I'm trying to put that Rock Crew narrative behind me, switch it up to something positive. And at that time, it was like a window open for us to like do music. We even go back saying that this young successful business trying to put the whole Rock Crew gang narrative behind us. The things, the bad law enforcement that YSL really stood for. Young Slime, like what the group began calling themselves Young Successful Lifestyle after Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug sounded like. Yeah.
Why did you change the name after he decided for everything?
Young Slime Life sounded more suitable to like listening ears. I mean, truth be told, that's what people want to hear. And once you get in and kick the door down, you can like change the situation on how people look at you. But initially, they won't. But once we felt like we needed to portray was a rough and rugged in order to like grasp the attention of the listeners. That's what it sounds like was selling at the time. The lifestyle, that's what was a part of it. And that was the name of the song, what the lifestyle was about. Music was a passion, and that's what one of our like inspirations to do music. That's what he was writing about. So talking about Lil Wayne.
Okay. So it came from Lil Wayne, the first one.
I mean, that's what we got from him. That's what we heard from him.
And is that why you all call yourselves Slime Life?
Yes, because of the like impact.
Were you at his show when he performed here in 2015 at Compound?
Yes.
Were there other YSL members that showed up at that show?
Yes.
How many of you all would you say showed up at that show?
So I'm not being responsible, but this particular day was my birthday. So everyone was like trying to go out and have a good time and help me celebrate.
And so why do you all bring to Lil Wayne's show at Compound in 2015 because you all like it?
I don't know anything. I don't know about the whole situation. I was there to enjoy myself, have a good time. It was my birthday.
What was the situation?
The situation with Lil Wayne.
And what was the situation with your friend?
So his tour bus was allegedly, well not allegedly, the intention of going out tonight was having a good time, this club hopping, living, celebrating.
But were you aware that multiple members of the people that you came to the Compound with were carrying?
I didn't see him. I drove my own car.
Okay.
NL Chopper e Blueface têm uma luta marcada. Bem, como vocês sabem, algumas semanas eu trouxe o vídeo onde expliquei uma treta do Blueface e o NL Chopper, que começou quando o Blueface alegou que a sua ex, Christian Rock, tinha ficado com o Offset. Isso desencadeou uma série de acontecimentos, como ter se tornado público a separação da Cardi B e Offset, que supostamente era privada. Mas depois disso, Cardi B e Offset ainda foram vistos juntos, mas isso é assunto para outro vídeo. Bem, durante essa treta, Christian Rock provocou o Blueface e fez uma live com a mãe do filho do Nelly Choppa, onde revelaram para o público que o Blueface tentou pegar a mãe do filho do Nelly. E o Blueface e o Nelly Choppa, que eram amigos, trocaram algumas farpas online por causa disso. E recentemente, Blueface lançou uma diss no remix da música da sua Baby Mama, e ele mencionou o NLE, a Baby Mama do NLE, Offset e Cardi.
Hello, mother. Offset, upset. Cardi got the update. Soldier boy mad. He found out his bitch. My business spoke to the circle. Feelings with some. K-N-O-N-L-E. Baby mama wanna hit. Why you lying about the number? I got the digits. I ain't.
Depois disso, a Nelly Choppa publicou um tweet dizendo o seguinte: vamos lutar box Blueface. Quem puder organizar uma partida de boxe de celebridade em Vegas, me manda mensagem o mais rápido possível. Ele é imbatível contra a mulher. De qualquer forma, eu não respeito um nego que bota as mãos nelas. E Blueface postou um anúncio de uma partida de boxe que mostrava ele e o NLE e disse o seguinte: você sabe que eu quero fazer isso do jeito mais rápido possível. Bem, ambos rappers fazem parte dos Crips de setes e cidades diferentes. Blueface é de Los Angeles e o set dele é Schoolyard Crips, e o NL é de Mavis e o set dele é Grape Street Crips. Bem, se isso acabar acontecendo de verdade, eu aposto no Blueface, só porque já vimos ele ganhar uma partida de boxe antes. Ele parece ter algum nível de habilidade nisso. Mas o Choppa pode surpreender. Bem, em quem você aposta? Deixe nos comentários quem você acha que ganharia. Me segue no Insta, link dos grupos do WhatsApp para nossa comunidade gangsta no primeiro comentário afixado. Eu sou o Denzel, obrigado por assistir, tchau, até a próxima.